Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today it's time for a diverse world, back to the original, well not quite original, this is not the GeoGuessr world map, but instead a map created by a user here called Mapper. It's very famous. A diverse world is the one to turn to, I think. Welcome to the original better world map. Let's hit play. I'm going to give myself a time limit here just to keep things going, and let's see how we do. I'm a fan of the old diverse world from time to time. It really sort of helps get you back thinking. Now, what could this be? It looks like, interesting. I originally I'd have said maybe even possibly the UK based on that initial first view, but this looks alpine. Steep, craggy mountains is very alpine. And, you know, just the sort of vans, trucks, Josco, the words now starting to add up. And so I wonder if there's something we can see on the side of this truck. Zutz.at. So Austria, I'd assume. Very good. That helps. At least we've got the country then. Of course, it could be a neighbouring country, but chances are the van with the Austrian domain name printed on the side of it is also the van. Is also from that country. So that helps with that. Now, Die Ramsau. This just looks like opening hours for a pub or some kind of restaurant, perhaps the restaurant that we're with here. So in the 3 minutes that we've got, or rather the 1:45 seconds we've got remaining, we really just need to think about what other things can we do to try and locate ourselves within Austria. So, you know, let's get to a vista, for example, and start to have a think about things, because it's unlikely that we will get into a town or to a main road whereby we can figure out sort of precisely which village we're in. So instead, we're going to have to do a bit of guessing and triangulation. So, for example, you know, east versus west, okay? I mean, this to me, you know, the west of Austria is very mountainous and really, you know, all part of the Alps. This is definitely hilly, but it doesn't look like we've got the sort of steep alpine sections that you might sort of associate with the Alps. Of course, it's the summertime, so that might be why as well. There's less snow and all the rest of it. So maybe I'm completely wrong, but it feels like, what's this sign here, for example? Vorderfager. So I think we're going to be on the edge of this region, somewhere around here. And we're looking north, really, aren't we? We're looking north out, and there's still hills sort of in the distance there. So I'm going to put us on the sort of southern side here of this region, and I think that that's probably the best I can do. It's unlikely that we'll see Vorder. Of course, we could be anywhere. I'm making it all up, trying to justify my guess. Could be anywhere along the southern border here, from St. Peter to Leitz. To Gmund. Who knows, really? Let's let the time run out and see how we do. Well, look, that wasn't a million miles away, actually. We were much closer to Salzburg than I thought. So, you know, I do believe it was probably unlikely that we would have been able to make our way all the way down to Glassenbach and to the 150 in the time that we had. So, you know, nonetheless, goes to show we were closer to a big city than I had anticipated. And as for the mountains to the north, you know, not quite sure what those were that we were looking at. Maybe something around the other side of Salzburg, maybe, or up in this region. So yeah. Anyway, 4787 points. Not too bad. Very flat here. So when I think of flat places, I think of the Netherlands. I think of Eastern United Kingdom. Unfortunately, it is taking me ages to turn this thing around. I do wish this was quicker. Come on, please be quick. Right. I'm glad I did turn around, because this looks a little more fruitful going in this direction. So let us see what we have. Flat places. I think of Kansas. I think of Florida. This is obviously not Florida and doesn't feel like Kansas. We've got a sign there. Let us see what it says. Châteauneuf and Morinville. So France, then, it would seem. I don't fancy travelling 4 kilometres to Châteauneuf down that road. Oh my goodness, this is so frustrating. I wonder if I just move a bit, will that help? Okay, let's go. Not much here is going to help us unless there's another site somewhere. So let us try and find one. Right, what do we have here? Orne D141, for example. Is there anything else? Arachat. These aren't names that I recognise. We're clearly in France, so I feel pretty confident about that. Right, we've got the A10 and Seineville there. A minute to go. I think that is probably the best bet to look for. Right, so it goes clockwise in France. 4, 5, 6, 10 there. So actually, we found the 10 already. That's good. A10. I need to put down a safety pin first of all. It's a big road, so and it veers off, and there's all sorts going on. And it goes all the way down here, and it goes all the way down here. So, and it ends about here. And what's the name of the town we're looking for? Saint-Vie. Look, who knows? I think we're going to have to go by the landscape here. So where is it flat? I don't think it's necessarily so flat outside of Paris, actually. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I think that this is a flat area. So, going for the guess in there. Oh, why did I do that? I would have been close with wherever I was. I would have been extremely close, actually. There we go. I did not realise that this whole region of France, we were very close to Chartres there, and Orléans. I honestly think my pin was originally here, so I should not have moved it. That was silly. And in fact, if I'd have zoomed in, I'd have seen Seineville immediately. So there we go. Maybe my pin was up here or something. I'm not sure. But so frustrating. That's the GeoGuessr gods not smiling down on me. Okay, interesting landscape here. This could be Israel. This could be Jordan. Those are my initial thoughts. Could be Oman. I'm not sure if Oman is on GeoGuessr. Did we just pass the sign? Yes, we did just pass the sign. Okay. So it's in Arabic, okay, instead of in Hebrew. So that's something. And what do they both say? Reduce speed now. Okay. Well, that might mean we're coming to a junction or something. So let's go and have a look. And for some, believe it or not, okay, I cannot go that way. That is absolutely ridiculous. We're going this way. Lost a bit of time there, to be honest. A minute's already ticked by, which is a bit frustrating. I was hoping for a junction up there. Just going to look up to the sky a bit and keep our head up. Let's see if we can stumble across anything. So, if it's in Arabic, then it could be, we could be in Jordan. I don't see any flags, which would give the game away on the side of the road, you know, unfortunately. What's this sign up here? Just looking for a sign, looking for anything at the moment, just even to spill the beans as to which country we're in. A minute 20 to go, so not in a huge rush. Could stumble across something here. What's this sign? This should help. Of course, I don't recognize a single... Amman. I think that is in this neck of the woods. I really don't know, and I'm a bit embarrassed to say. I think I've definitely heard of Amman. A-M-M-A-N. Jerash City. Amman is here. Excellent. Okay, Jerash is here. Very good. So I think we're closer to that direction. Jerash City is straight on, and we are heading south. So we're actually north of Jerash City. Right, well, bit of a guess, but up here, perhaps. Why not? We did come across a little intersection. It looks like a winding road. I think with 15 seconds to go, it's unlikely that we'll ever get there any further. North Jerash, though, there's an exit coming up. So that might make sense, actually, that we're about to approach this spider intersection here from the north. I think I'll leave it. Very good. Yeah, actually, that was pretty close. So we did get there in the end, even though the clock was ticking down. Pretty happy to have found that one. Really, it was Amman that gave it away. And then Jerash we just saw because it was very nearby. So good. Good. Happy with that. It didn't look good for a while, but we made it, basically. What do we have here? Zakro Turowski. Okay, so this sounds Polish. So that's okay. And I think that means we're leaving one area and entering into another. I saw there a graveyard, which looks pretty interesting. So just curious as to what's behind us. I might go this way. Chances are the graveyard is on the edge of the town. And so we might find more stuff going this way, to be honest. Yes, interesting. What do we have here? Are any of these big names? I don't know. Zawadsky. I think I've seen that before in a GeoGuessr game. Zawadsky. Who knows? Opole. Opole, found it. Yes. On the... Ooh, that could be lucky then. So 463 to Opole. 445, 461, 463 is here. And this is where we go. Karazał Tuwalski. That's what we just saw. We're leaving there and we were going into there. Right, back to the beginning. I think we found it. Absolute miracle. We're heading east. And we're entering Zarakał Tuwalski from Kadlub Tuwalski. Aren't we? Yes, we are. Are we? Yes, we are. Okay, good. So back to the beginning. We're leaving Kadlub, pardon me, and we're going east. So that would make sense here. We're looking for a church or a cemetery. Can't see one there on the map. Out to... Which way is that? Out to the north, there's a road that goes off in a diagonal, and that is... And the cemetery is to the south. So out to the north, there's a road that goes off in the diagonal, and a cemetery to the south. So possibly there or there. That's a little frustrating that it's not clear which one's which. And the cemetery is not marked on the map. There's a little bend in the road behind us. So I'm going to keep it there. I think that is it. Of course, it could be here. But it could be here. And frankly, you know, how are you meant to know, right? So let's just go with the guess. Save ourselves a few seconds. Superb. 7 yards away and 5,000 points. We found it. On a diverse world, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. And Poland can be a tough one. This definitely looks like a tough one. Git. That's a funny word to read. Oh my goodness, look, death here. Hazardous something or other. That is definitely a place to steer clear of. Interesting. Looking out to the west, we see a long, long landscape. And can we infer anything by this sign as to the type of language that's being used? Not really is the answer. It looks like a European language. So, you know, better to, I think, actually crack on and get out of here, I think. The reason is we're likely to come across a sign in the other direction which tells us what that place is. So, in which case we can turn around and look at it. No idea here. We're driving on the right, sitting on the left. Got some olive trees. As far as I'm concerned at the moment, this could be Italy, this could be Poland. This could be Greece. I really don't know. This could be Spain. Tough one. Tough nugget. And frankly, it feels like I'm not going to find out going this way anymore. Let's have confidence and keep going. We've come across a house here, so that's good. Unfortunately, that's going to yield not many clues. There's nothing in there in the way of clues at all, in fact. So maybe this is a game to turn around on at a certain point. Basically, it looks like we're going to have to progress over this hill before we find much. Ah, dear. The old left-right, red pill, blue pill question. Which way do you start? Tough one. Well, the Google Street View car came down here, so it must be a relatively decent road. It must be worth mapping. I just worry that we're going to hit a dead end here. Oh, no, maybe not. There's some facility. Okay. God, it's a bit bizarre, isn't it? There's like a lighthouse up there. And yeah, would you look at this? Just nothing. Actually, some cacti, which is a bit strange. I was not expecting to see that. The sun, we should have checked this earlier, is definitely in the south. So that puts us in the northern hemisphere somewhere. This is bizarre, this kind of water tower. It's not a lighthouse, obviously. I'm being silly. But look, I've got 20 seconds, so what do we think? Should have gone this way to begin with, that's what I think. Can't read the writing. I'm just going to go with Eastern Europe somewhere. 3 seconds to go. Why don't we say we're in Hungary? Oh, and we were in Italy. Okay. I was actually trying to move my pin there from Romania to Hungary. We never found a clue, and I couldn't read the signs. If we'd have read the signs, we'd have found out that they were in Italian, which would have helped us, of course. But I really don't know if there was anything nearby there that we could have progressed towards. I mean, maybe. But it just looked like just endless direction, really, and I faffed around a bit going up in the wrong direction. So, look, let's view the summary. Game finished, well done. Well, look, 22,006 points in total for a for this map. I think was pretty good. European heavy round. So there we go, a diverse world, but not that diverse. Just the GeoGuessr gods really meant that we got four rounds in Europe, one in the Middle East. I enjoyed the Middle East one actually because we did quite well there. In France, you know, I should have kept my original pin. Austria, we did some good deductions. We actually nailed it in Poland too. And the last one, complete guess, and got it wrong. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Do remember to like and subscribe, and try watching some of our playlists because there's plenty of videos now in the back catalogue to enjoy. So if you've enjoyed this one, there are plenty more to watch. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.